take a seat, I'm on a mission. We got everything to gain. To become everything you're not, you just give it what you got and take the pleasure with the pain. Yeah, I can feel my fire awaken, no time for being complacent. There's a dream on the horizon, you know we gotta chase it. And when we get to where we're going, then we'll start the invasion. Best me? Nah, you must be mistaken. Hey, you know I'll turn you into rust, grind you down into dust. You thought that you were the best, well, you haven't met us. Spitting fire with rain, call me the hurricane. I'm not letting it go, 'cause it's all that I will. When we dance with destiny, I've been there and I've seen it, and I'm never gonna stop believing. You'll find your flame. Now here we go, it's the end of the show. Hear them, they're calling your name. 'Cause in the end, it's you and your friends. You'll find your flame. Here we go, it's the end of the show. Hear them, they're calling your name. 'Cause in the end, it's you and your friends. You'll find your flame.
Oh my god, I forgot some stuff. Sorry. uh, I'm. My brain is going really weird places and I can't stop it. So, um. The chance I was sitting here chewing on a pizza. I think, I don't know where it came from. But I went from thinking about, like, um, people using autism as an insult to how much I hate children. I don't know why. I don't know why. But my brain went on a massive, like, a whole entire, like, adventure. Mm. Hold on, I need water. Mm. We're farming calamity weapons today. Um, Hopefully we can get that done. Where's my music? That's not the right music. Huh. But I legitimately don't know why my brain decided to go on that adventure. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I guess it's possibly because I was watching a video and there was a griffin on the screen and he was like, "Oh, you ever seen a griffin with autism? This is what it looks like." I'm over here like, oh. I meant to dislike that video and then block, like, I don't know. I was considering leaving a comment, actually. But I was like, yeah, I'm... I decided not to. Let's see. Let me see where. What am I looking for? Oh, do it in an abyss. Okay. I guess it's like a thing where like it doesn't really directly affect me necessarily, but I'm bothered by it nonetheless. Oh, actually, I kind of still wanted to talk about that. Actually, is so I have this wild thing where I've always hated my own imperfections. And it's like a weird thing where I guess it's tied to the fact that somebody using autism as a insult makes it to where I get reminded about how much I hate autism. I was like, oh, but you're autistic. It's like, yeah. Both things can be true at the same time. I think it's like a thing where I hate autism because I am autistic and I experience how it is to be autistic, so I have a deep, dark hatred for autism. But it's like a thing where, like, every single time someone uses autism as a insult, I'm just kind of just like, yeah, fuck that, you know? And it's not one of those, like, cutesy, oh, I hate it because it bothers me thing. No, I have a deep, dark hatred for autism. I wanted to talk about that a long time ago, but it was like a weird thing where I felt like it wouldn't be appropriate. So I kind of sort of had this weird thing where I kind of sort of avoided talking about it, kind of. But yeah, the autistic person who has a deep hatred for autism is a wild idea, isn't it? It's not that I don't like autistic people, actually. It's not what I'm talking about. It's like I hate the disease itself. There's so many things that, I see myself able to do if I just wasn't, you know? And yeah, to get reminded about it from some random stranger on the internet. I don't know why it bothers me so much. I think it's the fact that like it's such a widely agreed upon view. Like the large consensus is that if you have a bad opinion on the internet, you're autistic. I want to hear like no, and it's like. It's like that's not how that works. You can be retarded and not be stupid. But it's like a thing where like, yeah, good luck trying to tell people that. Like, oh, your voice matters. Yeah, but not as much as somebody with 1 million followers. Let's play the game. I'm gonna go play the game. It's fine.
Today. Weapons, supplies, power levels, mission plans. Check.
Hey, how's it going, Sandy?
Standing by.
So it's light. Hello. Is my micro? Yeah, my microphone is working. Okay. Blaze Morale. I need bronze morale. Well, I don't play that game. Yeah. Not very. Not. It's not a very popular game. But I like it. I really like it. Oh, hello. Okay. No, I don't want to join here. I'm currently trying to think of what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to make a plan in my head. I've just had a horrible rant. Thinking back on it now, it's like, that's probably not the best rant to have. I'm glad it was in the beginning where people are usually not here. Then again, you know how small I am. It's just me and my girlfriend, and I think you. It is in the beginning though, so it's like a weird thing where it's kind of like the first thing you run into when you watch this VOD, so. It's one of those serious topics that kind of just come out of nowhere. Yeah. I went up to somebody and kind of started to rub up against them. Let me see something. Should I go for more? I kind of want to go for more of rhythm. Do I have any more rhythm relics? There, right here.
Ta-da! Demon And Tabitha the Red Hand has arrived.
I do kind of sort of wish Duet Another Bits was a bit more popular, but I find that in order to be more popular, it would have to be a lot better. And I think
Low.
there's an interesting thing where they are working on it, and working on it so well that they are getting players back. It's like a lot of people who are already interested are coming back because, you know, they check up on the game every once in a while.
I've marked it for you.
So it's really nice to see that people are coming back, and also people who were interested are coming to play it. It's kind of like an interesting thing where like a lot of them leave Warframe to play this game because of the bugginess of Warframe, and they like the fact that Duet Another Bits is basically Warframe without the bugs. It's like the egregious bugs that tend to plague the game. I've made multiple videos that mention the bugs, and I haven't had somebody necessarily disagree with the bugginess. Something I actually was told was that they can feel like the same things I feel, of like they could do so much better. I don't know. It usually goes into that conversation. I don't want to go into it today. I have some other crazy things in my mind, but you know, you get where what the gist is. It's like the bugginess does cause issues. I find that there's a lot more people who are a lot more reasonable when it comes to someone's concerns about a game than you would think. There's maybe one or two people who pop in and are like, no, there's no problems with the game, but in actuality, there's a lot of people who would accept that there is problems with the game. Like, anybody who's like actual, like, a fan of the game will admit that, like, there's problems. Hell, one of the first people to realize that there is problems is usually a huge fan. Kind of Genshin's a good example. The first person to tell you there's a problem with Genshin is going to be somebody who plays a lot of Genshin and would know. One thing as well, I hate, I do agree with this other creator that I was watching, that the whole notion of you need to have 1,000 hours in a game in order to have an opinion on it is kind of shitty. I find you can form an opinion on a game with a single hour. I give it a lot of games 6 hours to impress me, and when I give them 6 hours to impress me, it's kind of a thing where it's like you either float or you sink, you know? It's like an interesting thing where it's like, I always, like, people say comparing is the poison of success, but in actuality, it's something that is able, if done properly, can be really important to success. So it's like a thing if you're like comparing the fun you have with a game that is on the market that is cheaper to a game that you play and is more expensive. It's kind of like a thing where like you kind of sort of get to have that opinion because you're paying like more money for a game that is either the same thing or like the same thing but worse. And it's like a thing of like, you know, like I always use Mario Kart as a good example. Mario Kart is like, hey, I'll be a kart racing game that's like $80 to $90, maybe even $100, depending on what you do, what you get. And it's like, hey, like, buy me, because it's fucking Mario. And I'm gonna hear like, yeah, it's Mario, but the brand of Mario, is it really worth 80 bucks? I don't think so. The brand of Mario. It's like a weird thing, it's like, it's not worth 80 bucks comparatively to its competition. Which, believe it or not, is like the other Mario games. Like, I think Mario Kart 8 is like 60 bucks or 70 bucks, one of the two. But it's like a thing where you can either go and get like a copy of Mario Kart 8 for like $70 or $60, or you can get Mario Kart, the new one, for like fucking, what is it, like 80 bucks, and it's like, I don't know if it's worth that price. But yeah, it's also like, you know, it is Mario at the end of the day. Like, people are gonna cop out like a lot of money for Mario because it's Mario. But like, I'm not a graphics kind of person. I hate the argument of like the graphics are bad. I don't really care. I hate, it's more of a thing of like, like, if you want to make me pay $90 for a game, like, kind of sort of needs to provide me with a value that is more than other games. Well, I don't feel like Mario Kart does that. I think it's less tied to the game itself and more tied to the fact that it's the Switch. And I have actually heard of Switches breaking exactly how I thought they were gonna break. The little magnetic parts, they have a little tab that's like a microchip that goes into the controller, and that is snapping off. And I was like, I fucking told you guys. The fucking microchip that is exposed is going to snap off, and it's going to render the controller useless, or it's going to break inside the hole, causing you to have to get it repaired. And at that point, might as well just get another fucking Switch. Because, like, you know, it's expensive to get things repaired. Especially if you have to send it to another country. Like, people don't understand how fucking expensive that is. It's like, oh, just send it to the company and they'll fix it for you, or they'll replace it for you for free. And I want to hear, like, yeah, but sending mail to another country is extremely fucking expensive. Or was it a discounted price? I think it was a discounted price, not free. Especially since you have to go through all of the trouble of going through the mailing process. Go through the mailing process and you're just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Not everybody is capable of doing shit like that. For me, it never has been fully tied to the game. It's always been kind of more tied to the fact that I seem to be angry about spending $800 replacing hardware. I think replacing hardware is fine every once in a while. Like, you know, my controller seems to be slightly drifting right now. But it's like $800 in a single year of replacing Nintendo shit. Keep in mind, I got used consoles off of people. So I was like getting like the as that all on a discounted price. Imagine if I wanted to go get a imagine if I wanted to go grab a fully priced one. And yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mind, like, I don't mind if things are like break. It's like not that necessarily that. It's more the fact that like replacing them costing me $800 in a single year really isn't good. It was either a year or half a year, one of the two. Nintendo, I don't know. I mean, I like Japanese companies when they make games and stuff, but I really don't like fucking Nintendo. It's not even necessarily about the pressing charges on people thing. That's something I don't really have too much of an opinion on. Because like, I guess it's a thing where like they've done it for a long time, and that's not. It's more of a thing of like it's not necessarily what we're talking about. It's more the fact that I don't trust them to provide me a product that's gonna stay intact long enough for me to say it's worth it to buy it. And there are a lot of games that I miss on Nintendo. And I would say, like, this probably sounds weird. It's not me begging or anything, but if somebody were to get me a Switch for free, or like for some sort of service of some sort, I probably would, you know, like it. It's just that I don't want to spend any more money on a console. But like, it's the thing where like, if it breaks, and I'm never touching it again. Unless somebody replaces it for me. But the problem is that you're not gonna find someone who's actually gonna send you a fucking console in realistic, like, to be absolutely realistic, it's not a viable strategy, you know? That's just ridiculous, actually. It's extremely ridiculous. I mean, I'm not fucking, just insert internet thought who makes millions of dollars. That's what I would say. Like, you go on the internet and you talk about like, hey, it's the internet thought, right? And it's like, yeah, it's like the internet thought will make millions of dollars off of somebody's money. And it's like, of course they're gonna go thinking that they could just ask for a Switch. But I can't do that because, for one, you know, I'm a guy, right? And for two, it's like, I'm not big enough to even warrant wasting all that resources on, you know? Which kind of sort of just a reality check thing of like, if you're not like 1,000 times my size, to be absolutely realistic, like to be completely realistic, if you're not 1,000 times my size, you can't really be asking for free shit from people, you know? It's not necessarily a jealousy thing, but it's more of a... I don't feel like, I don't feel like I can be, like, I can be asking ridiculous things of people, you know? I mean, hell, when I got my first commission ever, like, it totaled up to, like, $70. I could have asked for 80. But I was like, nah. But that's apparently what somebody would be dealing with, is like somebody who knows damn well that they can only ask for $80 for a commission. Yeah. More, yeah, it's not necessarily a jealousy thing. It's more an acknowledgement of like how it works. So I know some people might be like assuming that's jealousy, but it's not necessarily that. I think it's more like a thing where like if I were to be jealous of anything, it would be like people being able to make videos without making a thumbnail, or like their thumbnail is a screenshot, and not have it. It's like a weird thing where like there's so many people who are so big that they don't have to make thumbnails, and I think it's like a weird thing where it's like their thumbnails is just literally their face, or like literally in the middle of them talking, you know? And it's kind of still like a thing of like all you did was take a picture, and you didn't even put words. Not that like I was told you have to put context in the video to let people know what they're getting, and unfortunately, right? It's like a thing where like there are people out there who are so big that they can literally just put whatever. And that's like the big thing I'm usually jealous of, is like how much work it takes to get a click versus people who don't have to try. I think that's like the big thing I would be jealous of. I want to be able to make a video with no thumbnail and get like millions of views. But the thing is, you would have to be big enough for that, which I think is like the big caveat. You can't just get that, you know? I remember there's also a thing where like sometimes it really depends on like what exactly is being said too. Like the whole window of interest is like a real thing. It's kind of a thing where like you have to make a video that has something to do with something that's a hot topic right now. But you might be stuck in a situation where you don't act fast enough, or like you don't have the time to act fast enough. Or it's like a thing where like people who acted first are people who not know better than you. It's more like they're just people who are big enough to not have a thumbnail. So there's a thing where like if I were to go and make a video on something that's really popular at a time, first off, I would have to be able to recognize it. And for two, I would have to immediately hop on it. I think I had that when I was doing Warframe build videos. I was able to make a build video the day it came out. And I have this thing where that was really helpful. You know, the problem is I don't enjoy playing Warframe anymore. Not like I used to. Well, then again, it's the thing where, like, for the longest time, I was already fed up with the game. It's not even like a thing where I, like, going from 1,000 views to, like, 20 views is, like, a big thing for me. It's more the fact that like it's more the fact that like I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it. It's like the effort I have to put in versus the perceived effort that I see people put in. It's like a thing where it's like, yes, I only spend like about like 30 minutes on a thumbnail. But the thing is, like, most people have a screenshot with absolutely nothing on it. Or they have like this thing where, like, I don't know. They don't have a title that explains what you're getting into. I tried doing that actually. Not explaining what you're getting. It didn't work. I actually kind of sort of think I would be pretty happy to just maybe not look at gaming videos lately. But the problem is I'm into weird shit. That's kind of where it all started. My bad mood for today is that, you know, I watched a video before I did stream, and it turned out to be a video that was like, ugh, it was a rough video to get through. I think it's like a weird thing, or like if I show interest in the game, sometimes people that make a video for the people interested in the game will just be shitting on the game. Which I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, good on you for getting like a lot of views, but like, I'm not one of those people who would hate on a game just because it, sorry, I got gas. But I wouldn't hate on a game just because it's like, something that doesn't look like perfect. I mean, hell, I love Echoes of Eingrad, right? I think what I'm mostly having an issue with is like probably that actually. The fact that I like weird shit. And because I like weird shit, I run into a weird issue where unfortunately I kind of sort of put myself in a bad place. Where it's like I set myself up to be watching videos of people just hating on the thing I like. I left a review for what you call. I left a review for Echoes of Eingrad, and I basically said, like, I like these 3 things, I don't like these 3 things. I thought I'll recommend it because at the end of the day, it's fun. Yeah. I Dang, so many rhythm pieces. Hell yeah. Hey, that's actually definitely making me feel better. I should have a C6 rhythm or I6 rhythm soon. Oh yeah, I actually was talking about. I remember talking about like farming in Duet and Abyss versus farming in Warframe. Duet and Abyss has this interesting thing where they have a kind of pity system when it comes to when it comes to their farming, where it's like in 15 tries you end up getting like another gold, which is actually like the piece that you need in most cases. And you have like Warframe that has like Warframe has a funny little situation where they're like, hey, we have like a, what was it? I think it was a 2% chance, I think, to get what you want. So yeah, they also have it to where you can have multiple of those relics, which can make 2% chance times 4, right? But even then, like, farming things in Warframe takes a long time. I remember one of my friends went through fucking 40 relics just recently, or was it 40 or 50? We went through 40 or 50 relics looking for a single rare piece. And, I have this fascinating thing where in order to get a character or a weapon in Duet and Abyss, you usually need like 20, maybe 30. Actually, no, that's a character. A character, you get 30 at the most. But you don't have to spend that 30 so quickly that it's like... It's pretty nice. Oh my goodness. But it's like... I don't know. It also kind of sucks that like well, I have food, which is really nice. I appreciate having food. I got a pizza for $10 from Costco. I love this pizza. But it's also a thing where like I don't know, it's like a icky weather. I mean, like, it's a weird thing where, yeah, I live in the equator, but it's like, it's only like, maybe, what's the temperature? I'm gonna check the temperature. The temperature is, let me see. It looks like it's 82 degrees, I guess. No, it's 81 degrees. And feels like 83. It's gonna be a high of 85 and a low of 71, which is really interesting. But yeah, it's like 80 degrees here, which is like, it's also humid, so it gets kind of hot here. We live next to the equator, but it's like, it's not all that bad. It's fine. I think it's fine, at least. I know a lot of, it's like a heat wave across, like, the planet and shit. But I heard something really interesting. I heard this, thing where, yeah, it's a heat wave, but in actuality, it's like, we've had worse heat waves in multiple different areas. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But apparently the heat wave hits the most in places that don't have AC. Because, you know, they have no defense against it. Or, air conditioning. There we go. Which is really interesting, because, like, America has, like, air conditioning everywhere. So the only people like dying of heat stroke are usually people who are out too long or people who are homeless. That's the thing of like it's not the worst it's been since I think a couple years ago we had major fires everywhere. It's like a weird thing where it is bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad as it was before, which I think is interesting. Hey Kenji, how's it going? Tomorrow is Genshin, today is Duet, not a bit. It's going well, that's good. That's good to hear. Oh, one more, yay. Man, I'm getting like major cravings to play Echoes of Minecraft actually. I want to play Echoes of Minecraft really badly. I've been playing Genshin and got right in 12.5 60 bullets. Oh nice, that's good. How am I? I'm having a small issue. With like, it's like a thing where like something I watched before stream made me angry. I'm farming so dang bad. Yeah, farming. But, I was actually watching a video, and I was watching a few videos actually that actually made me upset. And I thought like the videos I was watching were gonna be like videos that were gonna make me happy. It was trying to throw the opposite, because I thought they were gonna be like opinions on things I like that were gonna be good. I don't know. Only needed 60 for her last essay, and I currently have it at 11. That's not enough for her flowers. I need more. Yeah. Oh yeah, your ascension. Yes, your ascension. Yeah. But I have this weird thing where, I don't know, I guess like I'm affected by things I watch. That's the other thing I always say is like you are technically what you consume, including on the media. So if you're gonna be watching things that make you upset, you're just kind of sort of just be not watching things that kind of are filled with like not happy things. You end up not being very happy, which I guess is on me for like watching those things. I think that's like technically a thing. I'm
bored out of my mind.
Aw. Anyway. There's an exploration for a weapon. That's cool. I want to farm Calamity weapons today.
Weapons, supplies,
I'm trying to
levels, mission plans.
get Rhythm ready for that.
Time. Standing by.
I need to do the Hydro one. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing where I guess like I am having fun with the game though. That's good to know. I don't know where I was going with that. I actually like was thinking about something now. Quick question: do you have Emily, Versa, and Raiden? I don't have Versa. I don't have Raiden, but I think I might have Emily. I think. Wait, no, I don't have Emily. I don't have any of them, I don't think. Unfortunately. Emily and Raiden are the best for AFK troll team. Oh, nice. I like myself some shenanigans. Oh, hold on. I gotta pop my back. Oh. There we go. That felt interesting. Oh, you know it probably is. Also a thing that probably affected my mood is not sleeping as well. I slept at 6 o'clock this morning. I don't know, that probably might be part of it. And dead. But when you hurry up, Raiden skill, Emily, Versa, plunge attack, and dead. Yeah, that sounds cool. You go to sleep? Yeah, sometimes. I actually was considering making a less long stream, mostly because I guess I didn't sleep long enough. You know, that's probably the gist of what actually is happening now that I really think about it. I usually sleep a lot longer. I find that whenever I'm in a bad mood, it's usually tied to me being uncomfortable. To be completely honest, like, absolutely honest, a lot of the time when I'm in a bad mood, it's because I'm uncomfortable. I think my tooth bothering me is starting to let up a little bit. So it's not as bad as it used to be. My dentist did say call him if I feel like, call him if I feel like it's swelling or hurting. I never did. Because, like we don't necessarily have the time nor the resources just to go back to the dentist. Not only that, we said we were gonna do it, but we never did because we're so fucking busy. Like, a lot of people think that poor people, at least people on SSI, are like lazy. But we have had to do so much fucking shit this month. Oh my god. Holy shit. Like, I had to go down the hill, and I had to go fucking... Oh my god, I had to do so much shit. And not only that, but like we had to go back and do more shit. And like we had to deal with the fact that like people were like losing papers and fucking needing more information or like needing us to go like 5 different fucking areas. Holy shit. I need to go 2 weeks see because I've done 2 weeks with another sleep challenge for myself. Yeah. I had to go to the hospital for a birthday day and I had hallucinations for the side of mental issues, but I got rid of them on the 15th day. Yeah. That's definitely not a good idea, but it's really interesting to know that you went through that. But yeah, if you sleep, if you don't sleep for like 2 weeks, you can have like major hallucinations. I don't know if they're permanent, but I know sometimes they can be. Whenever you start seeing things or you start hearing things, it sometimes is a permanent thing. Not all the time, though, I don't think. I mean, now I can go sleep for a week. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember, somebody apparently made a study where they studied, like, what happens when you don't go to sleep for, like, a long time. And they actually studied, like, a man not sleeping for an entire... until he died, essentially. And, they found that the hallucinations are really close to when you start dying. Which is really interesting. So I'm glad you're okay, though. Yeah, you're still here. Not still here, but you are here. That was a long time ago, I think.
Are we going on an adventure today?
I think it's around the middle of the 3rd week that you actually die. I think that's what it was. It's like a weird thing where, like, the challenge is, like, how far can you go? Like, can you make it 2 weeks? But in the middle of the 3rd week is when you actually end up dying, I think. At least that's what I remember hearing. Lost Pause is live. I'm considering making another entropic singularity. Just because it would be funny. Probably today is okay with you if I come and snatch some of your enemies for Big Sis Riding. Yeah, that sounds good. Tomorrow I'm doing Genshin as well. My bad. Oh, that's my hair. I thought my fucking cat was, like, staring at my screen or something. Maybe I am Eep. I was up all night playing with somebody. Oh! Oh! Polestar Star is coming to 11 yay. Oh! You wanna know something really interesting? So I got a kick for, like, I got a craving for Warframe level cap. Oh, this is so fucking irritating. Okay, so, you know something really interesting about Warframe being buggy as hell. So we were doing a level cap, right? We were doing fine. We were like, I know damn well we were able to do it, you know? Like, Jazz was able to kill the Demolist, I was able to kill the Demolist, we were able to survive the onslaught of enemies, we had a nice little, we had a nice little, like, amount of enemies, right? We also had all of the Demolists, like, everything was close together, right? Like, we go and we find the Demolist targets, and Demolist targets were like, hey, we're gonna be, like, only a few 100 meters away, right? And it's like, it was so close. And it's like, it was such a good run. Good map, good setup. We were able to survive despite me having my frame rate doubled. So there was, like, double the spawn rates, right? Jazz gets hit with a glitch. And you wanna know what the glitch was? Jazz died when Jazz Twitch operator as the Warframe died, right? And when you switch to operator when your Warframe dies, sometimes you get hit with a very rare glitch. Very rare, by the way, but it happens. In a level cap, especially. Where your Warframe is dead, but your operator is still out. Right? She tried to die. Unfortunately, that just made her immune to damage. And, so, we decided to try and leave, right? And we tried to leave. Jazz couldn't, because it wasn't registering Jazz on the thing. So, Jazz decided that, fuck it, we don't need the rewards, right? I checked my Steel Essence, and we had no booster, and yet we had like almost 100 essence from that run. It was like 80 or something like that, right? A whole, like, it was 80 or 40, it was one of the two. So it's like we did it for like a full, like, an hour and 20 minutes. We also, judging from my calculations, would have beaten our record and did it in like 3 hours. In fact, we were on the, I think it was a 2 hour and 20-minute mark, but we were almost there to a point where only like about like 40 minutes later, we would have made it. We would have made it like past our personal record with me and Jazz's duo. And the game decided, no, we're gonna shit on you, like right in your face. You know, you ever say I want you to win? It's like me fighting a local legend and I start bragging I'm gonna win, and they kill the main DPS so that the addition this is so they can't teleport. Yeah, it's like the universe really said, yeah, we're gonna hit you with the fucking glitch that will literally cost you your entire run. And I looked at my Steel Essence, because I still got the Steel Essence, there was like 40, like, it was like a lot. I didn't take a screenshot or anything, because I wanted to take a screenshot. But I think the problem I had was, because we weren't recording it, we couldn't use it as like a means to show people why I'm pissed off at Warframe. It wasn't me this time, but it was still someone that I knew who was hit with this glitch, right? They were hit with this glitch after 2.5 hours of work. And and like that's kind of it's like, oh, but like just don't do double cap. That isn't necessarily the point, mostly because I have had this happen on runs that were not an hour long. The fact that it happens in the first place and can happen often enough to happen on regular runs and everything is really shitty, you know? Especially when it literally is leave and lose all your stuff, or just kind of just sit there and cry about it, you know? And you know how it is to cry about it, it never makes it better. So might as well just bite the bullet and like go and just fucking rip off the band-aid and stuff. I'll just fucking end the mission. And it's like, I like playing Warframe, but here's the thing. Its competition is Duet Night Abyss, and I have played for, let me see how long I've been playing on Steam specifically. I've been playing for, let me see, where's my game? Where is it? Here it is. I've been playing for like 174 hours. You wanna know what has never happened in that 274 hours? A fucking glitch that makes it to where I have to leave. You know? There was me falling through the floor. But here's the thing. Yes, it did make it to where the place crashed. But like, it's like a thing where I didn't lose my stuff. I looked at my inventory, right? My stuff was still there. If you remember correctly, yeah, it's like a weird thing where like when something does happen like that, and not only that, but it's never happened to me again. So as far as I'm concerned, it's something that was fixed a long time ago, you know? Falling through the floor and having to restart the map, yeah, that doesn't really happen anymore, you know? And I'm over here like you wonder why I got out of Warframe content creation, because I would have a rant like this in front of the audience of Warframe, and I don't want to be Life of Rio. I remember saying this before, but I'm not sure if I said it on stream. But the whole reason I don't want to be somebody who spends all their time talking shit about Warframe while playing Warframe is because I watched Life of Rio, and I saw Life of Rio as being fucking cringe as hell. That's the word I want to use for it, because that's a very like good. It's a very important word. It's an accurate word, basically. Like, I don't want to be fucking Life of Rio and actually go in and be all like, hey, it's your boy, Life of Rio. I'm here to make my 100th video talking about how Warframe is a dead game. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I'm hurting for viewers, might as well. Yeah. It's like, okay, cool. Sorry, that was a big rant. That was the big angry rant. Oh man, I'm all like antsy and shit now, but like, yeah, like, I'm over here like saying, oh, we're not gonna get hit with a bug. Which it's so far we haven't gotten hit by a bug. I didn't even jinx it either. I didn't mention the bugs. I didn't like jinx it. I didn't jinx it. It just literally just happened. I'm over here like, as soon as it happened, I knew exactly what was happening. I just held out hope that Jazz's inventory would be able to be saved, but no. No! That's not happening! Motherfucker, we also have like a lot of relics too. Like, oh, I'm so fucking pissed off about that. Like I got reminded about it somehow. But like legitimately, holy shit, if I'm not like the most pissed off little fanboy about this shit. It's like, why are you pissy, femboy? It's because yes, I am pissy because I feel like I need to be pissy about something that's of real concern. Oh my god. What, electro conveyor? Okay, I want this. Hey, sorry for that rant. That was a fucking massive rant, but yeah. Like, I apologize, but unfortunately it's such a deep-seated, like, issue for me. Come on, Ian. Oh wow, this person's doing damage. Okay. Oh, go Ian. Yeah. Yeah, go Ian. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but Jesus. Where did he go? I gotta like look up these teams. I need to know what's happening.
Keep it up.
Oh fuck! It's Sybil. Sybil, you cunt! Ah! Enigma. Man, seeing all these people do so much damage, it's like it's so cool. But I kind of wish I knew why they were doing so much damage. I want to know what you're doing, guys. Oh, I probably should watch the video they watched. That's probably what I can do. Holy is the ground I walk upon. Ow. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. She's dead as fuck. Oh no. Ah. Let me see Discord. What you got for me, Discord? Oh no, Discord has nothing. Yeah, I haven't like been able to see. It's like the.
I'm bored out of my mind.
Help! Oh, what's that? What's happening? What is happening? Oh, cool. Oh yeah, crispy cake. Interesting. I don't know, I wouldn't mind trying crispy cake. Why did my brain go there? My brain went in a really odd direction with that, actually. I was like, crispy cake! And my dumbass brain... Yeah, the crunchy cake. But like, my thing is like, my brain went a really fucking fascinating direction with that. My brain was like, hey, crunchy cake? Fucking 3rd-degree burn victim. And I hear like, no! Don't fucking bring that up in my head? Like, what? And now you guys gotta suffer by understanding that my brain went that way direction. I'm sorry, but I needed to share it because it was so fucking bizarre. My brain really went with that shit. Yeah! That... My My brain was just like crispy cake is like the ass of a fucking burn victim. Like, no, don't do that. My brain just got super fucking stupid with me. I was like, no, don't do that. But it did. It did it. The Warden of the Inferno. I don't know, man. My brain was like, hey, you wanna suffer today? It's like, yes. And we're like, now you guys gotta suffer with me. My friend said she mistakenly killed a bug and I said manslaughter. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, I died. I died like a bitch. Oh my goodness. Her job is to take care of bugs? No! That's unfortunate. I think they're called entomologists. Is it entomologists? I think it's entomologists. Where they study and take care of bugs.
I'm bored out of my mind.
Yeah, like accidental ass whooping. Yeah, gimme. Do I need any more of these? I don't know if I need any more of these. My brain says one more. The voices in my head are like, do one more just to make sure. So I'm just like, fuck it. We're doing one more. One more. One more. One more. Motherfucker. Oh. Contribution ranking. Quinn, Lesnick. There's so many. I will say what's something really interesting. It's really fascinating how I was one of the top 5% players in like Warframe, but now I'm probably bottom 5% in Duet Night Abyss. But it's like a weird thing where I'm not really all that mad about it. I'm not even all that mad. I think I'm not mad at all, actually. I think it's really interesting to see that, like... It's really interesting to see, like, how powerful you can be in this game.
Not bad, I must.
I'm also using, like, super meta characters, kinda. But it's like, apparently my builds just aren't good enough. Which means I still have a lot to learn about the game, you know? But there's so much I could learn about the game that I could put to good use. And I know they're using weapons, I think. I kind of said, it's like, I don't know what weapons they're using. I kind of sort of want to know, and I want to try them. It's like, the one thing is, though, I don't look up build videos on Duet Night Abyss, because, like, I don't know, it's a funny little haha thing, I guess. New stage. Then again, it shows me the top players, so I'm assuming that I'm still like there's like 1 or 2 players that come in and sweep the entire room, but there's like 20 people who come in at any time. So I hear like maybe I don't know. Maybe it should be fine. Sorry, my base fear just cleared up. What's that? I forgot what your. I think you might have mentioned what your biggest fear was before. I'm trying to think. I don't know what it was. Gilbert, my friend, sent me a photo of a person dead in a brown arrow and blood pouring out in the body. And she sent me the detective. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember you don't like dead bodies. And I started breathing hard against all my fears in one photo. Yeah.
Are we going on an adventure today?
Well, yeah. I hope you manage to find some time to relax. Just stay with me for a bit, and I'll chill you out. I guess. Sad person, blood, dead bodies, stuff stuck in people's bodies, all because of a horrible movie with a man's jaw hanging off. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes sometimes things can be good for you if it's like scary. But the thing is, like, if it's too scary too fast, you can end up traumatizing yourself. Like, to this day, I don't like being in open spaces for some reason. I don't know why. It's like Mothman was like the movie. I don't like Mothman. Mothman kind of sort of scared me too much, I think. Because it was like, it used the environment to its advantage. I'm over here like, that's scary as shit. You saying that like a bridge, like, or like a wide open area is not safe? Because a wide open area can have something go horribly wrong. Not only that, it's like a thing where I also feel very uncomfortable in wide open areas. I like being snug in small places. Because like wide open areas scare the shit out of me. Especially when they're super empty. I don't know why. It's like the opposite of claustrophobia. It's something else. I have a fear of like just wide open areas with nothing in it. I fear the void. That's what it is. I fear the fucking void. Holy shit, I fear the void. Like, it's like one of those fears that's the one I don't talk about much because, you know, heights and centipedes come out usually more often. But like, when it comes to like wide open spaces, for some reason it just freaks me the fuck out. The only reason I'm scared of people being sad and looking sad is because before my best friend went old school and killed himself in front of me, and I was to like stop him before he shooting himself. Yeah. Damn. Multiple times, all because of depression and bullying. Yeah. That makes sense. It's a very valid way to like think about it, because like that's a very difficult thing to anybody go through. It definitely would have been hard on you as well. But yeah, I'm glad you're still here as well. I know sometimes people can become very, very traumatized by that. And like I had said in front of Steam, I love torturing bad people, but that's where I got my love for it, because of his death. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I was actually thinking that would be like a response as well. It's like a thing where like I also have a very similar situation as well. Like, I don't like when people who do bad things end up getting away with it. But yeah. I find that a very valid response to something like that. Yeah. Maybe I am fucking tired as fuck, because I'm having a hard time responding to this a lot more than usual. I feel I find it dead way about to stab myself when the life he had to his mom coming close to my personally. Yeah. Well, I'm glad his mom cared enough to stop you from doing that. You know, you're here now, which is nice. And you know, you might be able to help someone who needs it in the future. You know. I know. I also prefer to be there for somebody who needs it, but you know, it's like you can't always. It's like a weird thing where like, it's good to see more people that are gonna try that. You know, me too. The thing is, I always gets me why I didn't save her some. Were her tears from the winds quite but see me, yeah. That's why I haven't been seeing her since, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It'd be hard for her to interact with anybody, with her friends, with your friend's friends. Because, I don't know. I guess it would be a thing where, like, it would remind her. Yeah, it's also a thing where, like, she could have also just lost contact. It's a very hard thing to go through to lose somebody like that. After all, like, you also lost somebody as well. It's an extremely hard thing to go through. I think, yeah. I think it's definitely good that you're still here as well. I appreciate you being here at least. I mean, you're a very consistent viewer for one. Just going on a more content creator focused reason, but like it's also a thing of like I do appreciate you giving me your time and stuff. You know, it's not just his parents watch him do it. It's been forever. I don't know if they're still there or not. Yeah. Oh, it's not just that his parents watch him do it and it's been forever. So yeah, that makes sense. I'm definitely glad you're here. I personally love the channel. Yeah. I try my best to be very comforting and also like try to be more like a teaching person. I like teaching people. I also like speaking my mind, but I also don't like being rude to people. You know, I don't like there's a difference between speaking your mind and being an asshole who's speaking his mind. It's like the whole like honesty versus brutality. It's like you can be honest without being brutal. It's like a thing that I believe in. And I try my best to be honest without the brutality. Like I'll be brutally honest when it's necessary, but if it's not necessary and it would be detrimental instead of helpful, I don't like being brutal. I like being someone who can stay like reasonable, you know? Everybody gonna take a shower and okay, look at those killing people. No! Okay, yeah, I see you later. After your shower. I probably won't be on for too long though, because I'm actually getting hit with the tired actually. I'm getting hit with the EP so bad. I gotta do some sort of stuff though. On 7:15, I think. Yeah, that's good. I'll see you there. Defense. Hold on, I need to grab some wedges.
Are we going on an adventure today?
I'm going to the shop. Oh wow, I'm like hella tired. I gotta do some I gotta do some farming though. I gotta do specifically the farming for what is it called? I gotta do a thing, man. Attack skill intensity. I want this. Oh, I own 50 of these? Oh, okay. Blaze morale. What's Blaze Nirvana? Blaze Nirvana HP. Okay. Oh! I own 110 of these? Okay, hold on. Defend. Blaze morale. Vike playing Warframe. Like you get that platinum Vike. Who the fuck is Vike? Wait a minute. Do I have like a bunch of fucking Steam friends that I just don't remember? I think a lot of them used to be viewers, but like they never showed up after a while. I don't know, it's like I don't know, it's like I also used to stream at like night time. I started at like 10 or some shit. Was it 10? It was like 10 at night. I remember Mochi came during 10 at night, I think. I think I decided not to stream that time because it was like a time that was like a little bit, it wasn't a good time for me. Or was it midnight? I think I streamed at midnight. Well, for one, my mom would get upset that I was yelling at night, which, you know, I would play competitive games at the time. And there was also this weird thing where like, I don't know, it's like Warframe, not Warframe, it's that weird thing where like, I guess that was also playing at a really bad time. Because, like, I googled, hey, what is a pretty good time to stream? And it said, like, at least in Hawaii terms, like, 10. 10 to, like, not 10, but, like, 12. And I was like, oh, you mean 12, like, at night? And I was like, wait a minute. After a while, I was like, wait a minute, like, it wasn't talking about 12 at night, it was talking about 12 in the morning. Not 12 in the morning, but 12, yeah, 12 in the day. So I was over here, like, so I changed it, but unfortunately I did leave a few people behind, which is unfortunate. But, like, it was a lot better for the channel. It was also better for my mental health, too. Because, like, I don't know, it just didn't feel right to be streaming all night. Especially since I had the lady. I had the program at, like, fucking, like, the middle of the day. So, like, me staying up all night the night before wasn't very good. But one of the reasons why I also changed it to that time was actually because of the lady. Because I used to stream on Saturdays. despite me needing to go to program on Saturdays.
Packing for now.
And that's part of the reason why it wasn't good for my health. It's also a thing where, like, I don't know, it's like a, physical health as well. Mental health, physical health. It's just not the greatest idea to be streaming at that time. Calamitas. Alright, Gina. Stay awake. I am falling over. I'm shrimping because of how tired I am. Oh my god. Mama. I don't want to slap myself. That doesn't work. I learned that. But I do gotta stay up straight. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh. Misa Eep.
Let the healing flow.
Great EP of Forever Eep. What is that smell? Is that my breath? No, it's not. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the pizza. Oh, it's my hands. My hands smell like the pizza I ate. Cheesy. I don't know how the fuck oh yeah, because I had the pizza right next to oh, okay, I'm dumb. I smelled pizza because there's pizza right next to me. You got pizza on your desk? Yeah, I got pizza on my desk. Yeah. Yeah, I want to try and do, actually, I want to try not to do. I was considering, like, I was considering making that rant I had about the lava cat we lost last night. This morning, technically. And, I was like, I wanna clip it. And I was like, no, I don't wanna do that.
Here, please.
My goal is to not become Life of Rio. So I'm trying my best not to rant about the game too much.
Continue or go back.
Like, ranting about it every once in a while is, like, fine, but, like, I don't want to spend an entire stream doing that. I mean, it's a kind of, I mean, like, it's a valid crash out, but it's not like I'm, like, doing something evil. Like, I'm not, like, picking fist fights with a Warframe player or anything. I'm kind of sort of just, like, chilling. I will say, though, I would stick to my guns of, like, I'm not gonna reward a fish for swimming. When all I'm asking for is for them to just have a working product. I understand how hard it is. I mean, I've tried to program before and I tried to do stuff like that before. No kitty. But, like, it's like a weird thing where at the end of the day, a customer doesn't really fucking care. I just want my working product. Kitty, stop it! stop it, kitty! No! No, stop it! No! You cannot! I know you want to cuddle, but I don't... I'm busy. Get petted, kitty. Wanna pet you? You always trying to go on my keyboard and try to lock down my computer and shit. I don't want you touching my computer. No. No. Lay down. Lay down, kitty.
Come closer. Let the healing flow. Feel better.
Kitty, no. Did you come because I mentioned pizza? And cheese? No. Kitty, you cannot. That is not within the repertoire of abilities that you have. That is not within the realm of possibilities at your disposal. Thine shall not. Shall not? What the fuck? Thine shall not. No B1 fucker, kitty. No, fuckers get lickings. You know can. You fucker. No. No, kitty. No be dumb. No be dumb, kitty. No be dumb. No, don't be dumb. No be dumb, kitty. No, don't fuck that. Don't do that.
Let the healing flow. Feel
Doing bad, kitty. I don't like you do that.
the fragrance of healing.
You do nice. So soft. You're so soft, kitty. Why are you so soft, kitty? I kind of want to do an AFK build, actually.
All is
What do you think? What do you think, kitty? You like me do one thing. One AFK build. I like do one AFK build. I like do one lazy and then I like do lazy. You want me to do lazy, kitty?
This is so fun.
Kitty. I'm gonna make a new team. I'm gonna make a new team. And I'm just gonna be lazy. Maybe a lazy kitty.
Come closer. Let the healing flow.
I'm petting your scrub.
Let the moon wax into its fullness.
I go full Zuckerberg.
By the contact.
No, kitty.
Breathe deeply the fragrance of healing.
No.
Feel better soon. In silence, all is real. Take this! Let the healing flow.
kitty.
Come closer.
I need to go Shishi Nai Nai. I got the connect attack. No, connect attack is something else. I got the Shishi Nai Nai. No. I'm kidding. No, Kitty. Kitty, no. Kitty, no. You cannot. You cannot have it. You cannot. I'm wrestling with a kitty. She wants my pizza.
Feel better, so violent contact.
Got 5 that time.
In silence. All is
Get kissed, kitty. Oh, I didn't even notice I had my fucking face all up in Rebecca's ass. I didn't even notice that. That was a complete accident. No, kitty. You cannot. She's trying to be all cute and cuddly.
Let the moon wax into its fullness.
You trying to be cute, kitty? You trying to be cute? You cannot be cute. You can't do it.
Hurry up. I don't want to ruin our day.
I'm gonna choke you, kitty. Get choked. Do it again. Do it again. Choked. Oh, kitty. Oh, kitty, my kitty. Where art thou, my kitty? I'm on your lap.
This is so fun.
Man.
Feel better, together. Let the healing flow.
Oh, kitty.
Hurry up. I don't want
I am hurrying. I am petting you. Kitty, meow, like meow, 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 violence, violence, violence.
no violent contact.
No, kitty. Come here.
Breathe deeply the fragrance of healing.
I'm getting you.
Hurry up.
You wanna
I
be
don't
a
want
part
to
of my
ruin our
stream,
date by
kitty?
being late.
Want me to set up a cat cam? I don't want to set up a cat cam.
Hurry up. I don't want to ruin our date by being late.
Alright, kitty.
Hurry up. I don't want to ruin our date by being late. Let the healing flow. No violent contact.
No, kitty. No, you want the pepperoni? You gotta wait until I get the pepperoni off the pizza. Take the pepperoni and fuck off. There we go. Kitty has been satiated. You get that pepperoni and you fuck off, Kitty. Get to know my cat accepts Costco pizza. Why your cat Costco pizza? Don't give your cat Costco pizza if I'm over here like I'm gonna give Costco pizza anyway. It's like, oh god damn it. Your cat's gonna get fat and I'm over here like I not feeding her that much. Holy shit! I'm not feeding her that much Costco pizza, man. Oh my whole entire everything is just not able to do it today. Yum.
Hurry up.
Rebecca, please.
By being late.
I'm gonna make a fucking AFK build and you're gonna be a part of it. Hey, Junior, I'm like half asleep right now, actually. I fell asleep at 6 o'clock and I woke up like an hour ago. I watched some videos that made me upset. Then I had a whole rant and I spent all my energy on that rant. I just had a wrestling match with my cat trying to get my fucking pizza. I decided to give her a piece of pepperoni. She ate it though. She ate the pepperoni. My cat's a pizza cat. I should collect all the items that's all around here, actually. Why am I not getting gold? I want gold, man. What the hell? I guess my luck is centered around characters today. Again, no. Oh my god! Oh, my whole ass face. Ow! I popped my bones. Pop my bones. Fuck that guy. Mom.
Let the healing flow.
Oh my god, Junith. You wanna know something fascinating? No, not Junith, sorry, Junior. There we go. Oh my god, Junior, you wanna know something fascinating? So, me and Jazz, one of my mods, got a Warframe itch, and we decided that we wanted to do a level cap. And we were gonna do it. We had everything set up, we were doing damage, everything was all good, everything was fine. Then all of a sudden, Warframe decided to hit Jazz with a bug where she she ended up like changing the operator as she
I will
died,
punish those
which
who
is like you
aren't
turn into
faithful
like a
to
child
life
mode.
in the God of Love's name.
And what ended up happening is that Jazz ended up getting bugged. And when she got bugged, she actually had to leave by exiting out of the game. So she lost everything. I'm over here like, oh my god.
I'm bored out of my mind.
Jazz actually lost all the items. It's like I was telling people like the game was buggy. And it's like a thing where like I wish I was recording it so I could show people. I'd show people what the fuck I'm talking about. Because all this time I've been talking about it, I've never really shown it. But tonight, this morning, it happened. It like actually happened. It's all fresh in my mind and everything. I'm over here like, why?
Adventure today.
Why you do this? Team. Where's my fucking? There's you.
Weapons, supplies, power levels, mission plans. Check completed for the
Weapons, supplies, power levels. Hey. What was this? What is this notification? What do you want, email? Roll 20? I haven't done anything with Roll 20 in like a fucking couple years. What do you want? Megalodon. Oh my god. Okay. Motherfucking stream boo. What the fucking stream? I want to check that. Do I have a bot I can eat the balls of? I'm gonna eat a bot's balls. Hold on, where is that? There it is. Oh my god, it was stream boo too. Oh my god, I'm gonna ban this guy. Their name is Ledin Checkup. Ledin Checkup. Goodbye, Mr. Ledin Checkup, you dumb bitch. Anyway, I have eaten the balls. Ah, yes, the balls in my mouth. Mm. What the fuck? Oh my god. Where the fuck? Oh my god, hold on. The question is, can I make it? Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm so fucking tired. Oh, I'm gonna make it though. I'm gonna make it. Yeah. You know what? Let's farm. No, I'm gonna do the covert commission one last time. I want to get the thing, and then I'll do it. We're gonna do one calamity mission.
Rhythm Fisher reporting in. Standing by for your orders.
Rhythm, your orders are to sit around and look pretty with your tiny, tiny shorts. I don't know if these are shorts or if it's like some sort of one piece. Rebecca, please! Rebecca! What are you doing? Oh, there we go. Get him, Rebecca! Do Rebecca things. Rebecca! There we go. Sorry. I was over here alive. Becky! Me smash! I'm gonna do I just want to fucking.
Let the healing flow.
Oh my god. Hold on.
In silence, all is real.
Oh. There it is. This is the one.
No violent contact. Feel better soon.
I like how there's epic music going on and literally just doing a pop star dance. Get him, Fushu! Fushu! Holy shit! I have to wake your ass up! Fushu! Oh my god. Here I am, motherfucker.
Mission wrapping up. All is
Misa needs efficiency. Misa needs efficiency! Ah!
feel better soon.
Where? Oh, look at the drain on that. Fushu! Save me from my own stupidity! There you go. Yeah, I think I might actually need some efficiency on this girl.
Feel better soon.
Feel better soon, she says.
Wow, tons of enemies
They're
suddenly rushed
baking
out.
a cake.
I can't delay my research.
This cake
so I
is
just
baked.
leave them to you.
Baked cake. Because what else kind of cake do you make? Oh my god. You make pancakes, which is fried. It's like, I don't think pancakes are fried, sir. Sauteed? I don't know. What would you call making a pancake? Would it be sauteed when you pan fry that bitch? I don't know. I think sauteed is like when you like char the vegetables a little bit. and sauteed vegetables with like a little, I don't know. I've had sauteed vegetables. I actually made them myself. They're good.
Let the healing flow.
It's a good way to make a salad. Wait, when did I press the alt button? Am I fucking tripping? When did I press the alt button? I don't remember pressing the alt button.
Here, please.
I'm not gonna lie, I do not remember pressing the alt button.
Claim your reward.
I think I might be going a little bit nuts.
Continue or go back.
I kind of swore it ran out at some point, didn't
The
it?
enemies have stopped
Or did
attacking
Fushi
for
just
now.
give me that much energy?
Let the
I think... all is Fushu.
let the healing feel better. Let the healing
Crazy aftercare after some crazy monkey sex.
feel better.
Oh my god. You're all inside the back room just making monkey noises and I hear plap 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 plap. What's happening is like I don't think you wanna know. It's like you go see what's going on? It's like no, I don't feel like it. I know what's going on and I just don't wanna deal with it right now. I'm too tired for this shit. I was like, oh, but I need to get something from him. I was like, what do you need? I don't know. Hello! I'm losing my mind. Oh, I thought that was the aim button. No! My ult ran out! Aww. I had my ult on for like 6 rounds or some shit. Doing threw out 3 times, and I feel that explainable that snow needs to be in Area 51. Yeah. I tell you, man, children are vile. Oh yeah, I remember the beginning of my rant. I remember my rant, like, in the beginning was me about saying, like, how I fucking hate children. And I was saying how, like, my brain went there and wanted me to talk about it. And I was here like, okay, let me talk about it. And it just turned into a whole thing.
Let the healing
So I started off talking about how I don't want to have kids because I know I would be terrible at it. I was talking about how, like, I'm autistic as hell. And so and it's like a weird thing where I don't feel like, I'd want to, like, put someone through having to deal with, like, a narcissistic father. There's also a thing I was also like, oh, like, I have a really, really bad temper. And then people are like, oh, like, is there anything else? Yeah, I fucking hate kids. And then there's like, and I was talking about how like, people be all like, oh, like, you sound like you don't like autism. Or like, I don't mind autistic people. I just, as somebody who is autistic, don't really like autism. Because it kind of sort of like, not necessarily a limitation. I think that's what it is. Like, it causes me issues that I don't like. And I have not had the greatest examples of like, it's like a thing where like, people use autism as an insult, and it kind of sort of makes me hate autism more. Because I hate how it's portraying to me indirectly. I don't want to be insulted by someone who's using autism as an insult. Because it's like a thing where it's like I hate how like they're associating me with bad things, despite me not being someone who is a bad person, you know? But it's like a thing where I can't really say anything because, you know, I'm not a very good big creator. So it's like a thing where it's like I can't really sway anybody's way of thinking or talking. Because like, yeah, I know autism isn't very a good thing. I hate autism, but like I don't need to be reminded of it every single time I open up a video. My friend had sex with my roommate a few months ago. I slapped him in the face and called him the best fuckboy in the world. Should be a day job. Now we say past is the past. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's the best fuckboy in the world. It's like, don't fuck my roommate, sir. Hey, fuckboy. It's like, Nebula! Nebluya? Nebluya is streaming. I don't remember Nebluya. It's like I used to watch a lot of streamers that were just random streamers that just pick up out of nowhere. But none of them really hit me as good as like Phoebe or Desmala. And the reason why is literally the fact that I can talk to them. I like talking to streamers. I don't like when I say a whole entire thing and it gets fucking ignored because it isn't like... Because it isn't a topic they feel like... Not that it's not a topic they don't feel like talking about, it's more like... I don't like to have to try and craft something interesting to say just to have my comment read. I understand people can't get every single comment, and that's a thing that's true. But my thing is, like, I'm not necessarily asking for every comment to be read, I kind of just want to have a conversation. Because it's not like a parasocial thing either, it's more like that's kind of a part of, like, being a streamer, is, like, having a conversation is really important to be a streamer, because, the point of Twitch is the conversation. So having it to where there's a content creator who just won't answer what you're won't talk about what you're saying is kind of shitty. I like the smaller content creators basically. If they get too big, they tend to be unable to see my comments. And then it's kind of sort of like I don't get as much fun out of it, you know? I want to have a conversation, you know? I don't know if it's like that much to ask for, I don't think, but it's like a thing where I kind of think it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I got another gold! Yay! I'm leaving.
Such a pity it ended so quickly. Take me on the next mission. You'll win and I'll stay occupied.
Know how much the habitual siblings changed? Yeah. The habitual siblings? You were being punched by the Duet to defeating gods? Yeah.
I'm bored out of my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, we be defeating gods. I like how
Are we going on an adventure today?
they also managed to make it to where, yes, like the world is at stake, but they make us care about the world before they have the world at stake. Does that make any sense? Like, it's interesting, like, one of the big things that I say about, like, world-ending threats in games is that I hate how world-ending threats in games are brought into worlds that I don't care about. It's also a thing of, like, you know, the whole, like, lower the stakes in order to higher the stakes. Of, like, like, I'm kind of sort of, like, a huge fan of just kind of sort of, I'm a huge fan of stakes being, like, more personal, rather than the stakes being all like, oh, I'm just gonna, like, make a super unrealistic example of, like, why you should do something, you know? I don't know, it's not unrealistic. I don't care about realism. I'm more like, I need to care about something before I fear losing it, you know? Duet Night Abyss is like favorite thing is literally making you pull the trigger in order to kill a fan favorite character, which is like really interesting because you never would expect like a game to do that, but this game did. It's like not only did it kill your favorite waifu, right? But they also made it your fault. And I think that's like a fascinating situation. Because it's like there's very few games that will do that. Specifically the whole making you care thing first though. That's like the big thing. Is I'm fine with like it. I'm fine with like a world-ending threats, but I kind of wish the world-ending threats were against worlds I cared about. And I do, I care about Genshin's world because there's a lot of people in, not people, but there's a lot of characters in that game that I like the story of and I want to see succeed in the story. Like, it's a weird thing where like, they brought out the world-ending threat like right when we discovered like 5 years later essentially, and being all like, yeah, by the way, like all of these people that you care about will die if you lose this fight. And not only that, but they also coupled it with like your favorite waifu, right? Or one of the favorite waifus, one of the ones that you really feel for is in a situation where she's the key to winning. Problem is that she's having like major issues and you need to help her with their issues or like nothing good's gonna happen, you know? So it's like it's a wild thing where making a player care about a story is something that a lot of games just kind of fail at, which I think is interesting. I think it's that's kind of stuff. A thing I would definitely say about like about a lot of games. Like, kind of wish a lot more of them had the balls to actually threaten us with something personal. You know, like I know it's not like that for every game, but there's a lot of them that just don't. Okay, we're gonna do one calamity thing. I am ready, you're ready. Hi.
Rhythm Fisher reporting in. Standing by for your orders. Because I chose to live on. Like the moon waxing to its fullness.
I do be gorping their shit.
Mission wrapping up.
I do hope that I do hope that Genshin ends up getting like some competition. Oh, actually, there was a game that I actually wanted to try called Dragon Sword. I think Dragon Sword something Resurrection, I think, and it was like really interesting because Dragon Sword it's basically Genshin, but like it doesn't have gacha. And it's like, oh, like, what do you mean by that? I mean, like, it's like Duet and Abyss. Everything's free, except for skins and shit. They literally did a Duet Night Abyss and made it to where it used to be a gacha, but now it's just structured like a gacha, but it's not a gacha. And I'm over here like, I kind of sort of want to try this game. Because I've always been saying, like, I like the structure of gachas, but I hate how a lot of the time I can be farming something, and I don't get what I want. And it's not like an RNG thing either, it's full on just gacha stuff. And it's like, it feels like I'm obligated to spend money. Which in Genshin I am willing to like spend a bit of money. But the weird thing where like I kind of said I don't want to spend so much money if it's like doesn't earn it. Have you seen the show Ghost Whisperer? Yes, I've seen Ghost Whisperer before. I don't entirely know how I feel about Ghost Whisperer, actually.
Because I chose to live on.
It's a weird thing where I know demons and shit exist, but that's mostly because I met one when I sold my soul. Which is a big fucking... Like, it's a whole entire story, I don't want to get too far into it, but like... But like, it's the thing where like I find that like some of the ghost stuff is like not entirely like real. A lot of the ghost stuff is like weird as hell too. Like Ghost Adventure, I think it's called, where it had that guy who would just spend the night at a haunted place. That was also really weird. Because it's kind of like 5 guys. Imagine this, MT comes to you and she's like, your husband is gonna hunt you and don't apologize for your, and if you don't apologize for your affair, what do you do? I don't know. I think I might end up saying bullshit. Because like, it's like a weird thing where it might be just one of those Twitter things of like she thinks that she would think I cheated, but like in actuality it's like none of that actually happened. But it's like you know, like a Twitter post or something, and she would talk about how like, yeah, it's kind of like a weird thing like that. I call her to do it and flip her off and walk away, calling her crazy, just to make sure she doesn't walk into the light. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cause it's like a weird thing where like it's like a weird thing where like there's a difference between like actually talking to ghosts and having this thing where you're using ghosts as a means to get a point across. Like especially if it's like you're going in and you're using someone's dead like relative, dead loved one, in order to get a point across of like something that really isn't your business. It's like that shouldn't necessarily be a thing. And it's like a thing where it's like, it's kinda not great, you know? But keep in mind, I've seen worse, but it's also a thing of like, it's still pretty bad. Like, it's actually really bad because it's like you're using someone's dead husband as like a means to harm them in some way, and it's like, that's kind of cringe, dude. I've been using that fucking word for a while, actually. I don't know why. But it's like maybe I'm internet build, but I'm also like super tired. But like, using someone's dead relative when they can't even speak is an interesting thing where it's like, it's an interesting thing where it's like, it's such a breach of privacy and breach of like someone's personal like well-being, you know? Like, it's like if somebody were to remind me of like my past cat, who I really love, and say that like I'm gonna be punished by my past cat if I don't like admit a sin. I'm over here like, no man, like that's not how that works. You can't just say my cat's gonna come and punish me for a sin I committed. I'm over here like, for one, that it's like a weird thing where if I did commit a sin, I never did one that actually hurt anybody, so it's like, not your business. And for two, it's like, you know, a usage of personal scars and trying to dig into them and open them up again. That's evil. It's like, how can you fight evil with evil, you know? But yeah, I probably did some stuff that could be considered sins, but like, at the end of the day, like, when it comes down to it, it's like, you can't be using my personal traumas against me. For me, it's the part when Memche was a kid, and her dead friend died. How come both of them grew up, but the ghost can't age? Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I think my thing, from what I remember hearing, is that ghosts take on the form that they choose. Like, fun fact, according to like people who like essentially say like how ghosts work, there has been some like unofficial like people who kind of study how like ghosts are. They find that if they were to exist, they would be capable of taking a form of their choosing. So it's like a weird thing where like if you felt like you wanted to be a woman in your afterlife, you could do it. Like if you're a guy who's like, I kind of sort of want to know what it's like to be a woman, and you just so happen to be, you know, dead. Yeah. Then the anti-stalker snatched by hell I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait a minute! I remember what Ghost Hunter, not Ghost Hunter, but Ghost Whisperer is now. I thought it was one of those shows that was like a live show, like a medium. No, I remember now. It's one of those ones that's actually like a fucking fictional, or like a work of fiction. I was like, wait a minute, you know? Yeah, I get it now. I get it now. Yeah. But I find it really fascinating how like yeah. I was over here thinking it was like one of those like ghost adventures. No, it was Ghost Whisperer, which is I think it's a drama, I think. Yeah, it's a drama. And my thing is like something that I remember hearing. Yeah. Something I remember hearing when it comes to like ghosts in general is that because they're not necessarily physical beings, they're more of a consciousness tied to energy. They technically could take a form of their choosing. It's one of the ways that demons actually end up being able to make you more comfortable around them, is by taking forms that make you comfortable. And the thing is, like, they don't really have necessarily a true form necessarily. But it's also a thing of, like, they do have their tendencies, and, they also have their own little, like, domain thing where they can actually, like, live lives, kinda, quote-unquote. And demons do have a tendency to take forms that make you more comfortable because they want you to trust them. But it's also a thing of, like, something I learned, what's really fascinating. This is specifically comes from me, you know, selling my soul. I find that different demons are essentially just like animals, where it's, and just like humans, where it's like, they have their own free will, so you can kind of sort of run into a demon that isn't bad, you know? Which is like a weird thing where, you know, how I sold. I advertised for a demon that was like, with kind intentions. Literally came across somebody who wanted to reborn me as a succubus and adopt me. I was here like, oh, that's fine. Like, all I really wanted was for somebody to make it to where I would stay with my mother as long as I needed her. And it's like a thing where, like, she literally said, like, yes, I will adopt you, so you literally would have have another mother at some point. And you're like, oh, that's fascinating. I was also like, how does that work? And she was over here like, I can forcibly give birth to you or something, you know? Yeah, she literally will not forcibly, but she will essentially make me into an active egg and give birth to me. Which is really interesting. And she did mention as well that they don't really feed off of souls. A devil feeds off of souls. While succubus can be a devil, mostly succubi feed off of like the emotion of lust, but they can also eat regular food too. Everybody explained their plan and then it stopped. Yeah, like legitimately, like she basically did mention that like it's like, it was a short conversation. I think we only had a few conversations. But, before she had to go for a bit. But essentially she mentioned how, like, I don't really have to worry too much about, like, I don't really have to worry too much about, like, having a bad afterlife, because technically she does kind of sort of have ownership, but she chooses to adopt rather than just to keep me as a slave or something. And it's like a weird thing where it's like, she said I did a good job asking for a kind demon, because if I didn't specify, you know, it's like a weird thing where yes, there isn't very many bad demons, but a lot of them are scoping around looking for somebody selling their soul. So the fact that I asked for a kind one specifically means that she was able to... No one else could go except for her. Because apparently she was in the area. It's been a long time though, so I'm not entirely sure what, if anything changed, but... I know that's like the plan, kinda, in my afterlife. But I know weirdly enough, according to what she said, it was another one of the things that she said is like, it isn't like olden day kind of thing. Apparently demons are in the modern day age right now. so they have this wild thing where, because they're in a modern day area, I technically could continue just playing video games. I would just be stuck with whatever the demons have. But then again, I don't know exactly what kind of shit they have. I mean, apparently they do have video games, so that's cool. She did mention that. I don't know if she mentioned if she was gonna get one, but apparently I do have the option to go get one myself, which is very nice. I think she did, however, say that she doesn't know if she could cure me of my autism by giving birth to me. She said she doesn't really know too much about it when it comes to autism. She did say, however, though, sometimes autism can be lodged into the soul. Basically, like that being autism so long, it basically is just a part of you. So I would just have to deal with it. Cause I'm asked that about that too. I was like, "Will you be able to cure my autism?" And she's like, she kind of just said she doesn't know, which is like interesting. She just knows that she can forcibly make me into a succubus, which is really interesting. It's also a weird thing where, like, she did mention that some people still try to sell their souls, but never actually manage to do it. And she did say the difference is whether or not you have an actual meeting with the succubus or with the demon. One of my friends actually said he sold his soul too, and he said exactly the same thing, is that he had the dream, they called it, where it's like essentially you had a meeting with your demon, the one that accepted your soul. One thing is though, a lot of people will try to sell their souls, but it wouldn't work because no one feels like taking it. Either because what they want is like super ridiculous, or it's like more complicated than just giving it to them. It's not like you can magically produce something, you know? However, they can take over you and forcibly make you do things that would get you to get what you want. And me being with my mother really just took me acting more crazy than usual, except for when I was with mom. So it's like a weird thing where like she did take over a few times, but she didn't really have to take over all that much. I only went full like takeover like twice, I think, actually. So it wasn't even all that big of a deal for her to figure out. It possibly could be that I didn't need to sell my soul, but it's also a thing of like, I'm glad I did. Because at least I know my afterlife is set. And also the fact that if anything ever goes wrong, and I still need my mother, she could always just take over again. Well, the thing is that as well, I don't need her anymore. But it's just like a thing where it's like, she's not like catching in my soul or anything, like trying to get me killed. She's just kind of sort of patiently waiting. The contract was technically fulfilled, but it's like a thing where like, now I just have to wait to die. She's not gonna like catch in or anything stupid like that. It's not like she's gonna suddenly possess Mochi and Mochi's just gonna stab me to death or something. One thing is though, I probably wouldn't be able to see Mochi in the afterlife, but I find that I don't know if that's like, it's like a weird thing where it's like, seeing somebody in your afterlife after being like together your whole life, I don't really think it's all that cracked up. What cracked up to be? It's like a weird thing where it's like, I want her to be like happy, and if she feels like she might be happy in whatever afterlife she ends up in, I don't want to like take her away from that, you know? Oh my god, I am ready for bed. I'm glad I made it through the 3 hours. Keep in mind, it was a lot of things I say when it comes to the demon
I'm bored out of my
was a
mind.
very short conversation. And she kind of still was just answering like yes, no, and like having a little bit of details here and there. But also, she didn't know everything. But she did mention how demons can take whatever form they want. But it's also a thing of, like, they do have, like, whether or not they're a succubus or an incubus. She did say specifically I would be a succubus. And she also mentioned how there is a domain we could be in that can act as a, another world that we can live in. She didn't call it an isekai, because, like, you know, that wasn't a thing back in the day. But then she did say she would bring me to an isekai world. But it is also in modern day, because she said she didn't want me to have to adjust to a old-fashioned life. So she said basically it was gonna be, like, video games and stuff, and she basically was just gonna be all, like... I think she did say she would cuddle over me a little bit. Because she basically wanted me as a frou-frou pet. But she kind of sort of just wanted a loser who would play video games and just be there for her to take care of. Which is like, that's interesting. I got a video and it's so funny, yeah. But she basically, like, just straight up was like, really explaining how, like, she kind of sort of just wanted a pet, essentially. Not necessarily a pet, but like a child to take care of, or like a thing to take care of. I always hear, like, I don't know why, but I feel like I wouldn't mind that. She did, you know, the whole video games thing is like, I would be able to have video games, which I think is pretty cool. Apparently, she just wants to take care of a loser, which I think is, like, interesting. I don't think she's responsible for me being a loser. But it's like a thing where, like, I think it's fine because, like, that was kind of sort of the deal. I guess it's like a thing where I don't want to recommend it, but I think the only thing I could say is if it's ever, like, a decision you would make. Definitely specifically write on the back of the paper that you burn that you specifically want a demon with kind intentions. Like, it's not always going to be, like, a thing. And you might also have the thing where the kind intentions might, like, be, I guess subjective to you, specifically. So, yeah. Starts with being asking, why are you playing on? I thought, what do you think I'm playing? I don't think it was because of very cheap routine and ample mature, yeah. Oh yeah. I don't entirely know why I'm coming out here, actually. What the fuck? Oh, there he is. And Ineko was making random robot noises, and then Yohoda was like, who likes Gamer Girls? And Bark was like, I like Gamer Girls, but I can't help commenting. Tenjo was playing on Bina, yeah. Oh. Oh. Alright, I think I'm good for today. I'm tired. I stood up all night trying to do a level cap, and I got pretty pissy after a while, and I think I'm pissy mostly because I'm tired, so I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna eat a little bit too, maybe drink some water. I'm gonna do all that. I'll see you guys later. Have wonderful, wonderful nightmares. I will see you in them. And remember, watching my content. I know you're into it. Honey, honey.
Mm.
Also, there's a video coming, I think, Friday. Or was it Saturday? I think it's either Friday or Saturday. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye! I'm tired. Meow.